Maybe she was trying to have a little side piece on the side and had to get rid of the evidence real fast.
I know that within itself has just unlocked a whole level of not having trust.
Well,
the fact that
don't
you're
worry.
in a relationship and you're even on Bumble. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
That comes out
I had to say that out loud to realize, people be out here with wife and kids and still cheating. So what the hell? Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This is Sisters in Chats with me, Jade.
And me, Paige.
So guys, toxic things that you develop whilst you're being, toxic traits you develop when you're in a relationship. Because some of us will be getting a little bit toxic in a relationship. Like, you will be single and you're fine. You're nonchalant, basically. Then you get into a relationship. Things happen. Things may not happen. Definitely things happen, I feel.
Oh, of course.
And then you become toxic and you're like, whoa, when did she come about? When was this trait a thing? And then you realize.
It's an alter ego. It's
literally. Is it alter ego?
Nah, it's not really an alter ego.
Then you realize that who you're dating brought out the worst in you. And then you have brain check your whole life. But anyways, yeah, maybe I think you don't think it's an alter ego?
No, because I think, I don't know.
Actually, I don't think so. Because sometimes, you know, when you feel like a burst of like energy or like extra confidence, I felt that could be an alter ego. But to say that you have a toxic trait to rise,
ego.
That's a bit, it's not.
I guess it depends, like when certain things happen, that if you're, how do I say it? Like if your partner's not communicating with you or being shady, then you develop this toxic trait of like trust issues.
Yeah.
And so it's like if your partner isn't pulling the weight or like, I don't know. I can't get my words together today. So, like showing up the way you need them to show up, sometimes it may trigger you to think and act a certain type of way because you're lacking the reassurance that you potentially may need.
So then you're basically, toxic, would you say then toxic traits only come about when you feel not secured in your relationship?
Yeah. Or if you've been in a toxic, because sometimes people come into relationships and they're broken and they haven't healed, and then they carry on their things that they haven't healed. They bring their baggage. Their new relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, if you don't feel secure in your relationship, then you start thinking, why are you not messaging me quickly? Mm-hmm. Why haven't you called me today? We haven't spoken as much as we normally speak.
Start overthinking.
And then you start overthinking. And then you become toxic by wondering, I want to go through your phone.
Yeah. And you may become like needy. Like unhealthily.
You can't go out with your friends. You stay indoors. Like you can only go out with me.
Your whole life is just about them.
About them and keeping your eye on them.
That
is toxic.
That is.
Have you ever winded up to be showing toxic traits?
I would say so, but not like to an extreme degree. Okay. But like ever so subtly, where
like what?
I don't know. I don't trust them. I feel the need to. I'm constantly overthinking. But I don't think I portrayed it though. So then
I was going to say, did you display them? Is it two different things? I felt it within,
but I don't think I showed it.
So then, are you toxic? Do you qualify as a toxic person if you display it and express it like out in the open? But if you're thinking about these things all in your head. You're still having thoughts, but you're not really voicing them, so no one will ever know. But that's just toxic within. Maybe. Yeah, it's toxic. It's still a trait.
It's still toxic.
It's still a trait,
you choose to act upon it or not.
Yeah, if you decide to express it and be like, give me your phone, rather than I want his phone.
Yeah.
And then like, no, give me the phone.
Yeah.
They're both toxic. So that's it. You just overthought things, but you haven't been like, give me your phone.
No, I don't think I have ever been like, give me your phone.
Girl, I've been like, give me your damn phone now.
No, I think I'm someone who, let's have a conversation about, because in my head, the second that you give me your phone, I know that within itself has just unlocked a whole level of not having trust. And it's just like, are we going to ruin it just because I looked at your phone? Let's have a conversation about it. If I do not believe you and my gut is still screaming at me afterwards, then fine. Sometimes you're just overthinking and just need a conversation.
But the thing is, I think for me, obviously having with my ex, I feel like at first it was a simple conversation. And then it happened one too many times, and there was evidence that proved that there was disloyalty happening. So it got to the point of there's no simple conversation. Run me your phone.
Yeah, but then that's because you're forced into that situation.
Yeah.
They made you do that because that's not what you would have done.
No, of course not. But do you know what I don't like is when you are displaying these toxic traits, like give me your phone, or I don't want you to go out with your friends because, you know, I don't know what you're doing. And they've obviously made you feel that way. Unless, like you said, you're bringing baggage into a new relationship, which isn't great. And if you're doing that, then you need to cut it off. But if you're the person who's personally made your person in the relationship develop those toxic traits and bring them out, you are to blame.
Oh, definitely.
So don't be trying to make them feel like there's some psycho and
but 9 times out of 10, that's what they be doing though.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know. It's like they forget that they inflicted their pain and their way of thinking onto someone else, and then when you then do it back onto them, they're like, oh yeah, you're toxic.
But is it also like not a coping mechanism, but is it like a way to get the spotlight off of them? They know they're going to get heated up because say someone is cheating and you want to go for their phone and they're like, no, you're not going for my phone, that's toxic. They've obviously flipped the script there for you.
Oh yeah.
To take the spotlight off of the fact that they are cheating, to flip it onto you by you being toxic because you want to go for their phone. So is it just a spotlight? Like, is that a technique to flip it, or is there more to it? Like, why else would they be trying to do that?
Maybe.
Unless they're just an asshole.
Asshole.
What?
Asshole.
Asshole.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know, but 9 times out of 10 people...
Come on, there has to be like, do you know what I mean? Like, what other reason, an explanation is there?
I think if you're a bad... Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I think if you are just an asshole, then you're going to gaslight me and manipulate me into thinking I'm the problem here.
Okay.
But if you're sincerely like, you know you messed up and you're wrong for it, you're going to just own it. You'll go back, do you know what? I did mess up. Like, let's work. Like, how can I fix this? Like, what can I do to try to salvage the situation? But if you're just an absolute dick, then, excuse my language, then of course you're just going to flip the script and try to make the other person feel like you're in the wrong. Like, how dare you even ask to go through my stuff and question me? Like, you're insane and crazy. Which I just...
So all I have to say is I might have the toxic traits that you brought out in me, but overall you're just a toxic person.
Yeah.
Like, that's just you as a person. There is no changing you. You are toxic. And that's that. Right? Now they'll be spreading their disease. Tell me not. You're a toxic person. Yeah. You then bring out these toxic traits in that other person. And then, like you say, you gaslight them through the whole situation because, come on. What is the percentage of someone being like, oh yeah, hands up, I did wrong? It's a low percentage.
Yeah.
Most of them just literally gaslight you and manipulate you into thinking you're the worst part. Yeah, you're the problem.
It's really not like that. That's why, guys, when these situations happen, take a note and run.
Run. See the red flags and you run.
Don't look back.
Yeah, don't look back.
Because it's just going to keep happening again and again and again and again. Like,
damn right, that's true.
No one has time for it. I get at the same time people act in a moment and they're like really angry and whatnot, and you can come back and reflect, but still, just don't. If you see a toxic person, don't try to be the healer and the fix of the situation. Let them be.
Yeah, because I don't think
that's not your job to do.
Can a toxic person ever be not toxic? No.
I mean, I think with a lot of hard work
and self reflection and therapy, I guess you could change, but
being the person there to help that toxic person, you are going to consume so much. You are going to ruin yourself in the process of hanging around and waiting for them, because they're gonna, in the process of getting better, you're gonna repeat the same mistakes.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's gonna be triggering, and then you're gonna then have like trauma in regards to how they respond to certain things. And 9 times out of 10, when they do become a better person, say if they do say something and they're trying to be on the path of being a different person, you have been stuck in, oh my God, but like this is what all I've known this whole time. So it may be hard for you to readjust to their new version of themselves. Because, yeah, it's just a really difficult thing, because then you then become conflicted within yourself.
And that is why I will then say, I'm going to put us on a break. You go and work on yourself with a professional therapist that you pay for, because I'm not going to get paid for. I'm going to go through the trauma and the hurt and not get paid for it. So you go and seek professional help and then see me after, so I don't have to be dragged through the dirt. No?
Depending on how extreme what they had done.
Yeah.
Like, if they cheated on you and they was out here saying, oh, like, I'm really sorry, and they they gaslighted you and made you feel like really stupid and belittled you, then no.
There's no waiting.
Let them get the help they need
and you escape.
Yeah.
Because I don't think no therapist can fix that. But anyways, it is a little bit crazy. But yeah, let us know if you've ever been in a situation where someone has completely gaslighted you and like brought the worst out in you. Because I think it is just those little toxic traits. And then you realize that maybe you shouldn't actually be in this relationship because it's bringing out the worst in you. And I actually have to say, I feel like, I don't know if you've ever realized, but you know the person that you were thinking like, oh, overthinking things and you're questioning stuff. Like, basically what I'm trying to say is like, when I broke up with my ex, a lot of the toxic traits that were brought out was obviously because of him.
Yeah.
And then now that I'm with someone new, I'm not toxic, but then like, no, well, not, this was before, but I realized when I was single, in the single period, when my ex did reach out to me and message me, he brought out that toxicness back out in me.
Yeah.
But it never left. But that's not me as a person. So it's like the toxic traits stay attached. They never go.
Those feelings that you attach to that specific person.
Yeah.
But and because he made you feel like that for such a long period of time, you can't just. It's not like you guys tried to. It was just on repeat.
Yeah.
So naturally, you are gonna feel a type of way towards him, but that doesn't define you as a person and mean that that's how you are when that side comes out. It's just. He triggers it for you. Yeah,
because I do think it's weird because I was like, oh, when I was single for those like 2.5 years, I really worked on myself. And I was thinking, oh, how comes though? Because every time I've spoken to him, it's like that bad side came out. But then like when I'm thinking to other people, that's not how I am. So I was like, what is this? Have I not actually like developed or like have I not healed or whatever? So it's a bit crazy. But yeah, let us know, guys, have you ever dealt with someone with toxic traits and what did they bring out with you? Like, what was the worst of the worst?
I'm sorry for all those people that go through that because it's not nice. Really,
it is not nice. Okay. Let's give some advice. So, right. She unsent her texts and blocked me on Instagram. Okay. So, I have matched with a girl on Bumble. We could vibe and everything was going good. He wrote that wrong. We did vibe and everything was going good. We exchanged Instagram and took the conversation and spoke all day. Out of the blue, she left me on red last week. We were talking about teasing each other with music topics because that was a topic we could vibe on. 2 hours later, and I had no reply and I just got blocked. She's unsent all the text messages. What does that even mean? So in summary, because he kind of wrote that weird, they were obviously matched on Bumble. They were talking on Bumble, thought let's exchange socials. Exchange socials, were talking on there. And then out of nowhere, she's left them on red. And now 2 weeks later, she's then decided to delete all the messages.
So she basically just ghosted him.
Yeah.
Do you know what that's
But if you've ghosted, why would you unsend messages?
Because in my head, I'm thinking she maybe was... This is me assuming.
Okay.
Maybe has a boyfriend. Wants to have a bit of fun on the side. And she potentially is getting caught out. So she needs to unsend everything so there's no proof on her side.
Oh, yeah.
And then she's blocked him she's just blocked him. So it's like, oh, I've unsent everything.
Yeah.
But then I've also blocked him. So she feels like she's double covered herself.
That would make sense to why you'd unsend. Because if you're dating someone and then you're vibing and then you're not vibing anymore, or I don't know, you know, you just want to not talk to that person anymore, you wouldn't delete messages.
Yeah, no.
You would just leave them be. Like, you just don't reply and then, you know, they realize, actually, you're not responding.
Yeah.
But to delete them, maybe she was trying to have a little side piece on the side and
of course.
had to get rid of the evidence real fast. So all we have to say is you definitely dodged a bullet.
Definitely.
She clearly has ghosted you, and it is what it is. Accept it. That's a harsh reality.
Yeah.
But you've dodged a bullet in the long run, so that's better. So keep on swiping on Bumble.
Yep. Go back to dating. Because.
And maybe like potentially ask, this is why I'll be like, maybe we should be asking people what their intentions are. You know, when you match with someone,
Yeah,
like, what are your intentions?
lie.
Are you really? Like,
100%.
you'll be yeah, but okay, but say if in your head you're looking for a long-term thing.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking for a short-term thing, you wouldn't really care about, you shouldn't care as much if someone ghosts you. Because it's only for a fun time, a short time. But if you're someone looking for something longer and deeper and meaningful,
Yeah.
if you're on Bumble or whatever dating app you're on and you're swiping and stuff like that and you ask someone, what's your intentions? If they are in a whole relationship and you say you want something long term, surely they won't.
I'm so
Well,
sorry.
people
The
will.
fact that
Yeah, people will.
The fact that
Don't
you're
worry.
in a
It's fine.
relationship and you're even on Bumble. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
That comes out
I
your
had to
damn
say
mouth.
that out loud to realise,
Yeah.
people be out here
The way
with
you
wife
go
and
with
kids
this.
and still cheating. So what the hell?
Exactly.
Bumble or no
believe it.
Bumble? Don't worry. Basically, in summary, she weren't your match.
Definitely weren't your match.
And she helped unmatch by unsending them
quick.
messages.
Trying to cover her damn tracks.
And that's fine, because now you can carry on matching on Bumble with other potential people.
Yeah. You have fun.
Blessing in
Swiping again.
yeah, blessing in disguise. That is it in summary. But obviously sucks. But yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in for today's episode. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel.
And for our audio listeners, could you please give us a follow and leave us a review? Until next time. Bye guys.